there, I'm Andy Hillier, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to play this guitar solo from Wild Blue from the new John Mayer album, Sob Rock. It's a lovely little guitar solo and it's not too hard. There's a little tricky bit in it, but it's not too bad to play. Just before I teach you it though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, it really does help me out. Give me a like on the video and leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know what songs you'd like me to do next. Let me know what you thought of the video. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me, keep me doing this channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put them on my Patreon site. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. If you want to hear me play the solo all the way through, I've done a cover version on a separate video. I'll put a link above and a link in the description so you can hear me play it all the way through. Today I'm going to go through each little bit and teach you it as it comes. Okay, so the first phrase goes... Guitar's in standard tuning. First note is D5, then G5, G4, and then D7. So it goes... and holding that into the next bar. Don't play anything in a bracket. The notes in the bracket are just held on from the previous bar. So we're now into bar 2, and then we're going to play the D5 twice, G5, G4, and then into the next bar, bar 3, we've got D7, G4, G5, G7, B5, B8 bent up a full tone, and then we're going to play that first note into bar 4, which is an E5. So from the beginning we've got... And then here comes the tricky bit. It's the fast little bit. If you can do this bit, the rest of the solo is easy. So slowly it's going... So we're playing B8, pull off to B5, and then G7, so you got... And then it does that again. And then this time it pulls off to the 5 on the G string. So from the beginning of that phrase you've got... Then it goes on to the D string and you've got D7 pulling off to D5. So let's get up to there. So we've got... Then it jumps back to the G string and plays G7, pulling off to G5, then back to D7 and pull off to D5. So we've got... And then it's going to play another D7, and then there's a quick little, like almost like a trill, playing D5, hammer onto D7 and pull back off to D5 really quickly. And then you're going to play A3 twice. So slowly the whole phrase goes. Bit faster. Bit faster. So that's about up to speed there. And then there's a G5 at the end of that line, which is going into the next phrase, which we'll see on the next line. So let's just play that line slowly. We've got... On to the next line. We've got G4, D5, and D7. So it's going... So you've got a G5 before the line, and you go G5. Then the next phrase, a little slide into that same note, the D7, and then B6 twice, and then B5, and then G7 twice. So it goes... And then the next phrase, we go... which is playing G5, B6, E5, E7, E8, and then B10. So you go... Then we go up to 12 on the E string, probably your first finger. So 12 on the B string. So B12, B13, B15, E12, and then jump to G12. So it goes... little semitone bend on E12, and then play an E12 normally. And then the next bar goes E12 to B15, B15 to B13, and then a bend. It's quite a slow bend. Don't bend up too quick. It's just so on G14, bending up a tone, and then play G14 normally. So let's try that line. It goes, I'm going to put the G5 just before that line. So it goes. And on to the last line of the solo. It starts with this phrase, which is D14, D12, G12, and then D12 again. Then we go down to the 7th fret, 3rd finger, bending up the G7, and then playing a B8, and then bends the G7 up again and plays the E5. So it goes. It does that 3 times, so it goes. And then into the next bar, bar 14. We've got a pull off from B8 to B5, straight to the G7, so it goes. And then B8, G7 bent up a tone, B5, a pre-bend on G7, so you hold it up, hit it and drop it back down, and then G5, so that bar, 1. And then the last bar goes, which is G7, G5, D7, G5, G7 bent up a tone, B5, a pre-bend on G7, and then G5. So that whole line goes. So let's put the whole solo together nice and slowly. Here we go. And that's the whole solo. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me out, as well as giving me a like on the video, the thumbs up. Comments in the comment section, let me know where in the world you're from watching this. It's really interesting for me. I'm just here in my home doing these videos and people are watching it around the world, so it's crazy that you're watching from anywhere. So let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what song I should do next, or any videos you'd like. And if you want to support me, keep me doing this channel, you can support me on Patreon. I've said it really cheaply. I'll put the tabs for this on there so you can print them out so you've got them. Thanks for watching this. I really appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier and I'll see you next time.